Trying to get a better camera angle. Maybe if I go like this. Maybe if I go like this, and I don't care. We're gonna watch this shit. I'll lean back. What up, everybody? McD Sports 4 here. I'm still trying to get situated a little bit. So excuse me. Actually, it's better if I just do this. If I just do this. Damn it. Come on, miss. Picked Ole Miss in the upset. And A&M just scored a touchdown to get they'll get to a 10-point lead. But anyways, so Saturday night games right here. Texas, they just beat Kansas by 2. Yeah, I don't want to hear Texas is back. I don't want to hear that. I don't care. Listen, Texas is back to maybe almost losing to Kansas. As a matter of fact, they should have lost this game. Kansas defense just couldn't get a freaking stop. My Terps, we beat them twice. We beat them so bad the first time we felt bad. We decided to play them a second time and still beat them. So I don't want to hear Texas is back. I don't want to hear it. Texas is a laughingstock as far as I'm concerned, and we'll see what happens. They have a game against TCU coming down the pipe on the road. They might lose that. God damn it, A&M. Or Ole Miss, rather. God damn it, Ole Miss. Need Ole Miss to get a touchdown on the board here. At least give me the point spread cover. Texas is moving down my polls, by the way. Michigan just got stopped at 4th and goal. 2:01 left in the game. Penn State has the ball at their own 3.5-yard line. Terps lost today, by the way. If you want to see more on that, check out the live stream before around 6 p.m., 6:30 or whatever. Penn State's about to win this game 28-21. I'm not going to get the damn point spread cover, damn it. Telling you, picking against this point spread is absurdly hard. It's harder than it looks. Should be making excuses, though. Just one level playing field. There we go. Here we go. I'll read off some scores while we're at change this game to the ACC network. Make sure Wake Forest gets the damn cover. Florida State has the ball down 2 at 4:18 left. 21-10 Alabama at halftime. Over Tennessee. Boise State and BYU tied at 7. USC's up 17-0. I forget if I took Arizona and the points in that one, or did I take USC in the points? I forget. I have to go check that. Utah State, they're up 7-3 on Nevada. Central Florida, they beat East Carolina 41-28. East Carolina, they came back in that game, son. Come on, miss. Give me a point spread cover release. Look at my picks. I have to go in the YouTube video on that. Let's see. North Texas, they beat Middle Tennessee 33-30. UTSA, they beat Rice 31-27 as Rice remains winless. Liberty, Liberty, they won their basketball game 59-44 over Maine. San Diego State, they beat San Jose State 27-17. San Jose State's better than what I thought they were going to be this year. Memphis, they beat Tulane 47-17. I'm pretty disappointed in Tulane. I thought that they would make this a game. I did have Memphis covering that 4.5 point spread, but I thought they were making a game. Yeah, Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan pulled off the upset, 8.5 points. I picked Eastern Michigan to go ahead and pull off the upset right there, and they did. Good. Over Western Michigan, 34-27. So at least I got upset pick correct. Georgia State, they beat Army 28-21. Didn't get that pick correct. FIU, they beat UTEP 32-17. Air Force and Hawaii is about to get kicked off here. I have Hawaii +3. I want to see who the hell I have in the one game though. Penn State got the first down. They just iced the game. I do want to talk about a few teams though today, but I want to see who the hell I picked in my video here. Fine, there it is.
Ready against Florida.
Sorry about the volume, by the way, but I got to see who I picked. I picked.
Go ahead and check my video out if you want to hear my thoughts about this game.
Okay, here we go.
So here's my thoughts. I don't think with this one, Michigan. Next game, Arizona versus USC. USC 10-point favorite at home. To me, this game could be for second place in the Pac-12 South. Pac-12 South, what this is really confusing to see. I'll tell you that. Pac-12 in general is because it's a really good thing.
Come on, quarterback. Yes.
I'm wondering how the USC wins this game. And I'm not saying it covers
Good. They cover. I have them covering. Utah, they beat Arizona State 21-3. Disappointing pick with the spread right there for me. I expected Arizona State to keep that one closer. Vandy, they beat Missouri. More on Missouri here in a second. Let's see what else we got here. I'm just looking at games that we haven't really spoke about. Virginia Tech, they beat North Carolina so far in the game of the year, 43-41 and 6 overtimes. Try and just look at games we haven't really spoke about. But if you guys want to leave a comment, you can. You basically will see my reactions to these games. Michigan, they're going to probably lose this one 28-21. I'd love to see Penn State run another touchdown in or drive them right down the field, only because I want to see. Well, they're reviewing it actually. They're going to review if you got the first down. I want to see Penn State get the cover here. I took Penn State minus 8.5 in the picks. Come on, Ole Miss. I'm cheering for Ole Miss because I want to get the point spread pick correct because they're going to lose this. This is a disappointing loss for Ole Miss, by the way. I don't care. That's going to be 4th and inches. Man. Let's see. Let's go, Ole Miss. 1st and 10. Snap the damn ball. Let's go. 2nd and 22. Excuse me. I need to pay attention. Okay, they got a 3rd and manageable. Injured player for Ole Miss. The warning is confirmed. It's going to be a first down for Penn State. We got to see how Michigan looks next week against Notre Dame. Notre Dame looks good right now. That Virginia winner with Duke made Notre Dame look pretty good. 48-14 Virginia over Duke. Michigan just lost. What do you think about? Do you think the two injuries serious? Oh yeah, Tua Tagovailoa. Man, I can't pronounce his last name. I could pronounce Antetokounmpo, but I could not pronounce Tagovailoa. Even though I kind of just pronounced it right there. Tua Tagovailoa, or however the hell you pronounce his name. His last name Tua. He's out with an ankle injury. To be honest with you, I don't think it's that severe, but it might be in their best interest to keep him out this week and next week because from what I've seen from Arkansas today, Alabama could beat them with this Jones guy at quarterback by 3 touchdowns. Alabama could beat Arkansas next week, and they'll beat Tennessee with this Jones guy as well, since they have like a 10-point lead or 11-point lead at halftime, 21-10. Give Tennessee credit; they're playing them tough, but I mean they just don't have enough. I mean, as long as he can complete a few passes to Judy, the game's basically over. Come on, Ole Miss. I'm cheering for Ole Miss because I want them to get the point cover here, so it makes me look smart. God, good. Come on, Ole Miss, come on. Good win for Penn State, though, at home. Give Michigan credit. They played better than what I thought they were going to play. They kind of hung in this one pretty good. So they won't get affected too much in the polls, I think. But they have a game against Notre Dame next week, and if Notre Dame goes into Ann Arbor and beats them, that could be kind of difficult. And let's say Michigan overlooks Maryland going into the bye week on the road. And I know people don't like hearing this, but that is a trap game for Michigan. Let's say that happens. They lose to Maryland. Jim Harbaugh is out of a job. It was a good game, though. Penn State kind of dominated the whole time, but Michigan held around. Well, I'm going to flip this to the ACC network, and we're going to see if Wake Forest can cover that 2-point spread. I'm trying to get point spread picks correct today. Come on, go! Damn it. Okay. Come on. It looks like Wake Forest got the win. Wake Forest got the win? What's the score? I'll take 22-20. That's man, it's pouring down there. What's the score for this game? What's the freaking score for this one? You know what? It'll be easier if I do this. You guys can't see the screen. 22-20, good. I got the points. I got the point spread pick correct there. Come on, Ole Miss. Okay. I'm gonna watch Air Force Hawaii on this TV, and I'll change it back. I want to see Hawaii beat the what out of Air Force. They're about to score right here. I was at the Oregon-Washington game today, and it was the best game I've ever been to. You think Oregon has a chance in the college football playoffs? Okay, yeah, that was a good game. I watched the whole thing. That was a good game. I mean, that's a good. I mean, you'll remember that game forever. That was a good game to be at. Give Oregon credit. I mean, they got a win in a pretty hostile environment. I said that 24-17 Oregon. It was 35-31. I'll take it because I get the win in this point spread since I had it at -2.5. But Oregon, you gotta be on. I mean, Oregon, they're pretty good. And your next question, do they have a chance to get in the college football playoffs? I think they're the best team in the Pac-12. I know Utah will have something to say about that. And don't really count USC either. They're up 17-0 right now on Arizona. But I look around, I see Alabama, I see Alabama, LSU, and Florida. I'm going to kick Georgia out of it. I'm borderline done with Georgia with college football playoff hopes personally. So you see those three teams, and you also see in the ACC, you got to throw Clemson in there, even though I think if they lose a game, they're done. Ohio State, I'm going to still keep Wisconsin in there. I mean, it was a 1-point loss on the road against a Illinois team that's better than what I thought they were going to be. Good. Ole Miss kicked a field goal. Oh, no, I wanted them to score a damn touchdown. Fuck. Okay, anyways. But where was I? Oh, yeah. Ohio State, Wisconsin. So I'll throw those two teams in there. So what does that make? 6? Big 12 Oklahoma. So there's 7 teams in there. Oregon's 8. So basically, your Oregon's in a mix of 8 teams. So we'll see what happens. I think a 1-loss Oregon team should get in over a 1-loss Clemson team and a 2-loss Oklahoma team and probably a 2-loss Big Ten champion. Oh, damn. How many timeouts they have? Two. So I'm gonna get a spread pick wrong here. I took it at 6.5, and Texas A&M was gonna win by 7. God damn it! Wow, Oregon State beat Cal at Cal. Yeah, I saw that. Listen, there were some Oregon State fans when I did the Oregon State preview that basically said, "Hey, watch out for us. You could sneak up on a team or two." And they were saying they weren't going to make a bowl game, but they said, "Hey, we could go 4-8, maybe even 5-7." Looks like that's a possibility. I mean, they're 2-2 in the Pac-12. They beat UCLA and they beat Cal. I mean, give Oregon State credit, and they also have I believe, an out conference win somewhere. I think it was against I think it was against an FCS school. But give Oregon State credit; they're better than what I thought they were going to be this year. Ole Miss pisses me off, man. About flip it back to this Alabama Tennessee game. Hawaii just kicked a field goal, 3-0 Hawaii. Mountain West football is so fun to watch, like at this time of night, and then like Thursday and Friday nights. By the way, just a quick channel announcement. Next year, I'm already doing some planning next year to make the channel better for next year. NFL coverage might disappear some, just saying. And it's not because I don't like the NFL. It's because the NFL is unwatchable. I'm just looking at some scores right now. Navy's 5-1. Watch out for Navy. People aren't talking about them. You look at Navy. Let's look at their resume. Right here, I have the resume right here in front of me. I mean, they beat Air Force. The only loss is on the road against Memphis. I remember watching that game. They looked okay against Memphis, I thought. I mean, Memphis looks like the better team. They have a big game at home against Tulane next week. That is going to be a 3:30 game on CBS Sports Network. I mean, I'm telling you, Navy, watch out for them. Memphis got a huge win over Tulane. That game was disappointing. Now, luckily, I got a point. I got the spread pick, the point spread pick there correct. But that game was disappointing. I expected a closer game there. What game will be the best game next week? Auburn, LSU, Wisconsin, Ohio State, Notre Dame at Michigan, or Penn State at Michigan State? Sorry, not Penn State at Michigan State. You kicked that one out. I'm probably gonna go with Auburn and LSU. I forgot about Auburn. I think Auburn has 2 losses coming, or maybe at least another loss coming, so they're gonna be 10-2, which is probably gonna be this game. But I think Auburn beats Georgia, and listen. The Alabama game is 60-40 right now in Alabama's favor, so definitely give them a shot against Alabama. But I think Auburn they beat Georgia. And they'll beat everybody else on the schedule except probably the LSU game, which I think is going to be a tough game for them. And we'll see in the Alabama game. Can't watch this garbage. Ole Miss pisses me off. Ole Miss is on the shit list right now. Let's see. 9-3 Utah State. That's probably a touchdown. 10-3. 7-7 tie game in Boise State and BYU. Yeah, the Iron Bowl is in Auburn this year. Man, this is some interesting uniforms by Air Force. Look at Dick Cheney. Yeah, Dick Cheney. So 21-10 Alabama. Tennessee has the ball. That was the Cal and the Chick-fil-A thing in the Air Force Hawaii game. Tennessee about score. I can't stand Steve Levy. What games do you have going on? I'm just looking at scores right now. Oklahoma's legit, by the way. West Virginia. Listen, I thought that game was going to be somewhat of a shootout. I mean, after the third quarter, my God. Texas, I'm done with Texas this year. I know they won. I'm done with them. They will. Let's look at their schedule because I guarantee you they're going to lose somewhere. They will lose at Baylor. They will lose at least one other game, either at TCU, at Iowa State, or at home against Kansas State. I think they beat Texas Tech at the end of the season. First down, Tennessee. I said Tennessee's going to cover this game. It wasn't part of my picks, but I said they'll cover. It's just one wild volunteer. What the hell they call it, wild dog. Iowa State got an impressive win on the road against Texas Tech. Baylor got an impressive win on the road against Oklahoma State. There's a flag. They're going. Missed tackle. There we go. Hawaii can't tackle. I don't know if Tua's back in this game. If Tua's not back in this game, Tennessee can win it. First and goal at the 17th for Tennessee. There's a flag again. Damn. I hate that the Bama game is on so late. It's on Tennessee again, the flag. I hate that the Bama game is on so late. This is a thing that they do sometimes in the SEC. They throw these 9 p.m. games on. So they do that at Iowa State, or at Iowa State is one of them. At Baylor, my bad. He is ruled out. They ruled out Tua. Tennessee has a shot then. Because what I saw from Jones is pathetic. Guantanamo Bay right here, I mean, he ain't much better. So they hand it off, they get nowhere. Tennessee's going to have to kick a field goal, looks like. They'll get it within 8. I'm telling you, without Tua, Alabama looks like an 8-4 team at best. I'm telling you. Bama. Yeah, Texas will lose at Baylor from what I have seen today. Texas is back to going 7-5. They won't go 7-5. They'll go like 8-4. But Texas, don't tell me Texas is back. I don't want to hear it. And I wish we'd played them because we would beat them, like we did previously. Oh, and there's incomplete, hit the ground. Tennessee's gonna have to kick the field goal. See, let's look at some Conference USA. I'm happy that Louisiana Tech got the win today. I picked them +1, so I'm happy they got the win by 15 and the minor upset. I'm happy that Eastern Michigan got the win in the upset +8.5. That's a big win for me. Right down the middle, field goal, good. 32 yards out, good. 21-13 Alabama. I mean, now I have to watch this Alabama-Tennessee game because it's an 8-point game. If Tennessee could go into Alabama and get the win. I don't want to hear a damn thing about Jeremy Pruitt. You understand me? I do not want to hear a damn thing about Jeremy Pruitt. And I don't care that Tua is injured. Alabama should beat Tennessee with this Matt Jones guy at quarterback. Big third and goal right here in the Air Force Hawaii game. 12-3 Utah State. So they did kick field goals, Utah State, over Nevada right now. I'm going to try to watch some of that. I'm also going to try to watch Boise State and BYU, some of that as well. Wyoming's 5-2. Does Wyoming get Boise State at home or on the road? Because if they get them at home, I'll be willing to possibly pick the upset there. Touchdown, Air Force. Oh, they're at Boise State. Yeah. Wyoming will lose that. I mean, they lost on the road to San Diego State. Pissed me off last week. With that. Let's see. San Jose State's better than what I thought they were going to be this year. I'll give credit where credit's due. They have at Army next week. They might have trouble against that triple option. Army's not as good as they were. They lost to Georgia State. Now, granted, Georgia State did beat this Tennessee team that's only down by 8 to Alabama. So, and then they have Boise State. I know it's at home. They're losing that. At Hawaii. I mean, you could go on the road and beat UNLV or maybe pull off the upset. But I don't think San Jose State's making a bowl game. Where are the big games next week? How many previews? I'm just looking at my schedule right now. Or thinking in my mind rather. Let's see, Monday. Okay, I have nothing. I don't think I have much this week actually. Hopefully, I don't get much homework wise. Yeah, I watched basically the last 5 minutes of that game, UNC and Virginia Tech and all the overtimes. That is the best game of the year so far. I don't even care what anybody else says. And listen, that loss, tough loss for UNC. I think they'll bounce back. Okay, I believe in Mac Brown. So yeah, I think they'll bounce back. Let's see. We have Wisconsin and Ohio State. That's one. Auburn, LSU. 3. So we're gonna have 3 previews today. That ain't bad. We'll see. God, there was no Tennessee fans there. The Tennessee section's not even filled. Takes him to the goal line, 20. They're going to tackle him at the 22. Hit the thumbs up button. It'll help the stream get more views. It would be greatly appreciated if you do that as well. I hope we beat Minnesota next week. By the way, Terps need a win desperately. They better play desperate next week. I thought we played well today, personally. I just think execution-wise, we just couldn't execute there at the end. Jake Fromm threw for 35 yards. I want to talk about that. That's why Georgia's not going to be in the SEC championship game. This Jones guy just almost threw a pick. I'm telling you, if this Jones guy is going to play for the rest of the game, Tennessee has a shot. And I don't care I don't care about the excuses. Well, Tua wasn't in the game. I don't care. You be a number 1 team. I don't care who the hell you are. That's a legit win. Because let me tell you something. I guarantee you Jones was at least a 4-star. A a lot of surprising this week in college football. Well, we had the big upset in the 12 o'clock games. Listen, do I think that upset affects Wisconsin? Yes. Do I think it affects their college football playoff hopes? No, I don't. They could go if they could go into Ohio State and beat them, they'll be fine. We had Georgia and Kentucky tied at 0 at halftime. That's embarrassing. 8 for 11 for 28 yards, and then in total 35 yards passing. And Jake Fromm supposedly a first round draft pick. Give me a break. Hit as he's thrown. Gosh, I caught that. They caught a flag on that? What? I want to see this. He got hit as he was thrown. That's horseshit. That's fucking horseshit. Jordan Love's better than Fromm. Absolutely. The Utah State quarterback, yeah, he's better than Fromm. That's horseshit. They gave Alabama a free 15 yards there. TJ LSU, that might be right. He might be warranted something. Alabama wins it. They're going to get 2 yards. He might be on something. Of course you think it is, because you get told it is, because you got told, I need to suck Alabama's dick. That's absurd. That is not foul. How the hell are we supposed to get up? That is not foul. I mean, Alabama, they really want to just run Najee Harris down to the ground and win this game 31-20 or something like that. Wow. A lot of top teams got off to slow starts today. I mean, Clemson got off to a slow start. That game was what? 14-3 at one point? The only top team that didn't get off to a slow start was oh, he took a shot. That was the first good play I saw from this Jones guy. Yeah, the only top team that played good today was that got off to a quick start was Auburn. Because Alabama is not getting off to a slow start. I mean, they're off to a really slow start. I mean, this game, I had 52-23 Alabama off record. Because I didn't pick this game, but someone asked me a score prediction, so I gave it to them. Najee Harris, 9 yards. That's what Alabama needs to do, just hand off to Najee Harris. They'll win the game like that, keep Tennessee's offense off the field. Georgia got off to a really slow start. I don't care that game was in the rain. Florida got off to a slow start. Najee Harris. It's going to be first and goal at the 5. They might as well just hand off to Najee Harris. And then just rest them against Arkansas. Let me tell you something. Alabama played their third strings, and they'll beat Arkansas. And then, who else? Ohio State, they even got off to a slow start. That game was 7-3 at the end of the first quarter. Who is the best wide out in the nation that is a junior or senior? I say Wandale Moore from Purdue. I agree. Yeah, Wandale Moore, he's injured right now, but I agree. He is the best wide out that is not a junior or senior. Alabama about to score and make it 28-13. I'm telling you, this is something. If Tennessee could actually get a stop here, hold them to 24-13, string together a touchdown drive. I'm telling you, this game could get really dangerous for Alabama. Now, I think Alabama's just going to score a touchdown because I have no faith in Tennessee. But let me tell you something. Alabama. I mean, if Tua can't go against LSU, LSU is going to go in there and beat them by 3 touchdowns. I'm that serious when I say that. I mean, I think if they rest Tua against Arkansas, they'll be fine. But I mean, if Tua cannot go against LSU, if he cannot go against Auburn, they're gonna have some troubles, Alabama. LSU might still go up there and beat them with Tua, by the way. It's a commercial right now. Oh, man. I'm just fixing some things up. Like, yeah, LSU got off to a slow start. Boise State's off to a slow start. Alabama got off to a slow start. Excuse me. Clemson, they got off to a slow start. That was a 2-touchdown game at halftime. Oklahoma, they even looked a bit sloppy in the first half. Wisconsin, they lost. Penn State, I thought they played fine. Florida got off to a slow start. Georgia, that was terrible. Oregon got off to kind of a slow start. Utah, they kind of got off to a slow start. But Utah is playing a ranked team. Baylor got off to a slow start. Texas got off to a really slow start. Minnesota, they got off to a slow start as well. That game was 14-0 against Rutgers at halftime. Man. Missouri lost. Iowa, they got off to a slow start. Appalachian State got off to a bit of a slow start. Ohio State, that game was, 7-3 at the end of the first quarter? Man, okay, let's see what happens here. That was a nice play design. Touchdown, Bama. Now, if you're Tennessee, drive down the field and score a touchdown. They're capable of scoring against this defense. I'm not sold on Alabama's defense at all. Let's see. Got it. And that all started by a bullshit call by the refs. I'm telling you, TJ LSU dads are into something. It's 28-13 Alabama, 4:55 left in the third quarter. Tennessee still has a shot. They can score a touchdown here, but in the next few minutes, they have a shot. I want to look at my poll and see what teams I'm going to be dropping out. Yeah. Stop bothering me. Hey, please. I've been busy all day on the phones. Option. Air Force gets a few yards out of that. Let's see. I'm just looking up a few things right now. Let's see. Yeah, Washington's getting dropped. That's one team. Arizona State, should I drop them at 18? Mizzou's getting dropped at 17, by the way. I will drop them because losing Vandy is unacceptable. I don't care. But yeah, Washington's definitely getting dropped. I'm probably going to drop Missouri. Arizona State, we'll see what happens. I'll see how some of these teams look. I'm dropping Texas in the poll. They'll still be in it since they won, but I'm dropping them. Michigan's gonna have to be dropped. Who else? Baylor's going up in the poll. SMU's going up in the poll. Wisconsin, they're getting dropped a lot. I'm keeping them in the poll, but they might get dropped out of the top 15. But yeah, that's how the poll's going to look. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to keep Arizona State at like 24, 23. We'll see. I'm hoping that's the case because I do think they deserve to be ranked. But I have to look at the performances and everything. It takes me a good hour to make the poll, actually. It's a fresh poll every week. I don't sit there and be like, well, it says they were number one last week, they're number one this week. I'm not all about that. But anyways, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to call into the Mark Rogers TV show, actually, here. So you catch me on that if you want to hear me bitch and moan about mail. But anyways, thanks for watching. This is McD the Beast here signing off.